one of the biggest things with business, we can't not mention this, the corporate tax issue. Corporate taxes, how they affect taxpayers, and what's happening with our big business lately. I'll let you talk about that. We could all talk about it a little bit.
Oh, goodness. Well, I can tell you this. We have a group of interns this year at GSI, and they're brilliant. It's a fantastic group, but whenever they start to bring up the corporate business tax, they know I'm going to get on my soapbox about this. And they gave a little presentation on it today. Listen, we have the highest corporate business tax in the nation. We have lost at this point about 30% of our Fortune 500 companies. Most recently, Samsung took off, as did Exxon, just within the since March. This is a big deal, and why should we care? Just the three of us talking and having this conversation. Why should we talk about a corporate tax? From the outset, it looks like that would be something over here, something people are talking about, corporations. It's a whole different world, but it does impact us. First of all, it impacts jobs. It impacts the cost of goods and services in our state. Do you think that corporations are just going to eat that extra 3% of a corporate tax? Of course not. They're just going to pass it on. There's this old saying, right, that corporations don't pay taxes. People do. And no matter how high those taxes go, they're going to be passed along. And so corporate business tax is something that I've been passionate about. We released a report by Dr. Laffer a couple of years ago. He did great work, and of course he's famous for the Laffer curve. At which point there's a tax threshold, and you lose revenue. We looked at states like Indiana, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Iowa, and as they intentionally step down their corporate business tax, the revenue goes up. It's a misnomer that if you increase the tax rate, you will get more money. It's actually the converse is true. And if we look at the data, you will find that it's an intentional step down with guardrails. And Pennsylvania was smart enough to use their COVID money as their guardrails, and we should have done the same. But if you look at that, you'll see that eventually the revenue goes up. And you can watch. I mean, North Carolina is a brilliant study in how to adjust corporate taxes and make a state business friendly. And it's a state that's thriving. It's a state that is bringing in young workers and employers and corporations and manufacturing and innovation. And, it's something we can watch. The good news is that we can replicate these policies. They're all here in front of us. We just have to embrace it and, hopefully get others on board to begin to make some of these changes.
Yeah, so is North Carolina reducing theirs over time? Is that just like
Absolutely. And their goal is to bring it down, as low as possible.
And Johnson & Johnson has already put a plant there, a $2 billion plant there. They're investing in Florida, North Carolina. Like you said, they're still headquartered here. But who knows, maybe this is a slow move out. Budweiser, your favorite beer at the shore, not mine. I don't like Budweiser.